Good afternoon, everyone. Today is Saturday, November the 12th, and we're going to go with a daily technical video today. Guys, like we've been saying for the last week or so, this market is a toss. This market can go both ways, either in favor of the risk or against the risk. Now, we're going to start the video today with oil, because oil is getting interesting. Oil, it looks, is getting close to the 618, which comes around 100 level on the daily chart. And then all depends on how you see oil in order to understand what the next big move in the market is going to take place. Now, oil, we have two scenarios presenting on the daily, and I want you guys to check on it. The first scenario goes like ABCWS, ABCY. At this moment, this is the one that we are favoring due to the fact that these two legs, they're equal, and now we can see we can see a 7 swing structure from here to here. So we favor this one. We believe that some type of reaction is going to happen from around the 100 level, which is the 618. Now, like we have been mentioning several times, the market is correcting the move that happened or that started since May the 4th. That move is right here in oil, and that move is being corrective. Now, the question is this going to be the whole move, the whole correction to this move? Well, in the case of oil, is where advanced. So that can make the case that oil is going to follow this low after reaching the 100 level. Now, the alternative count is more or less, but the alternative count in oil is this one, is that what we ending is is wave 3 within a flat C wave that is going to end around 100, and then it's going to be a 4 and a 5, that would allow the risk trade to correct on the C wave of this decline. In other words, that being the case, you have, if the move, the key here is the move for May 4 in all the pairs, in every single one, May the 4th. That move decline either if it ended here, and then we have a flat S wave that goes A, B, and then we end in wave 3 in oil, and then that's going to go 4 and 5. This 5 in oil is going to be the C wave on all the dollar pairs, and then this 4 in oil, they are going to be the C wave of B in all the pairs. That's how we looking at it. Is amazing, but that's how we're looking at it. Now, that's oil. That's what when it comes to oil. Now, let's move on pretty fast right here to the US dollar index. 1 second. Let's move on pretty fast right here to the US dollar index. The US dollar index, again, it has two scenarios, like we explained with oil. The question is, this is October the 2nd, and if we go to the daily, we're gonna see the same scenario. And now let me put it to you guys pretty fast right here. May 4. Wait 1 second. I need to go to the daily. If you go to the daily on the dollar index, you see May 4 is the key. Now, the question is the dollar bottom? Is this a nest? 1, 2, 1, 2. That's the huge question. Or the dollar is going to go higher in an ending diagonal, or the dollar is going to go lower in the ending diagonal. As you see, there are many scenarios when it comes to the dollar, but I believe, honestly, that the least that it depends is on the US dollar. I believe that it depends more in assets like oil or other types of assets than the US dollar. Now, as you guys know, asset traders, we use a lot of what is called Elliottwave hedging. And I want to show you guys something that is happening, something that is gonna take place during this week. Now, let's assume that the dollar is nesting, and then you have one, this is another one, and then this is the complete wave 2 on the dollar. And that's the case, the dollar did one, a flat wave 2, which is doing, and then the dollar is nesting, is bullish. It's gonna go from here. Now, let's say that the dollar is doing the scenario that we're presenting, which is the ending diagonal. All right? Or the leading diagonal in case. If it's the leading diagonal, then the dollar is gonna decline. If it's the ending diagonal, the dollar is gonna decline. Now, what I mean is that it won't decline from here. What I mean is that the dollar is gonna rise before decline. And most important, the move, and that's the case, you got October the 4th, which is this decline. The question now is this the whole correction to these declines, or is this just one A, B, C? I'm going to explain it in 1 hour as a flat B. Anyway, if it's dollar is going to go to the C wave on a wave B to the correction from May 4 to then go lower, or the dollar is going to break higher, or the dollar is going to do whatever the dollar is going to do. If you take a look at the 1 hour in the dollar, then the message that I want you guys to get is not get too caught at this moment within these daily possible scenarios, because we've been saying this, guys, the market is a toss. All I want you guys to understand is this. From this thought, you possible have 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Now, what is possible from there is that after these 5 waves that started on Thursday ended, those 5 waves need to be faded, because Elliott Wave hedging is telling you that dollar strength is going to happen either in a way of C, in a way of B, or in the real move. That's the message that I want you guys to get about the dollar, right? Now, let's move on to the S&P. Let's move on to the S&P pretty fast. Look, S&P same scenario. You got a questionable 5, a corrected back, and it looks like it's doing it flat when it's going to end around towards 70. That flat is the same scenario. When you see 5 waves from here, guess what? You should saw the dollar, the S&P. Why? Because no matter what it is, should trade lower. And that's the message that we got, guys, all around the market. Now, let's move on to the individual pairs for a while. Okay, in the individual pairs, we're going to start with the euro dollar. The euro dollar, as every asset on risk, or every asset on the market, is a toss. The euro dollar, like I said before, can have ended here the whole E-way of a proposed daily triangle, or the euro dollar is only in W, and then this become right here part of the S wave. Now, the message is very simple. A questionable phi, a questionable structure, 6/1/8 of A, possible ABC, many scenarios. No matter. What it matters now is that I believe that from here the biggest buy in the euro already passed, and I believe that no matter which scenario it is, the euro dollar should be fading around 139, 140, no matter which scenario. And then maybe we're gonna see 139.27 after all, but the dollar was a flat, and that's the reason why we didn't get it. In other words, 801, and then the market is gonna go to the 50% retracement of A in a flat when he did A, a B, and a C. Unbelievable. And maybe the or entry that we have is the one in place. All right? So that's the message. Around 139, 5 wave completed, the euro dollar needs to be sold just in case. Why do we say that? Let me put the tentative scenarios. Because if this is the case, and then the euro dollar did A, B, Z, guess what? Around 139 is gonna fade, it's gonna get weak, but at least it's gonna get back to 136 and change. And then it's gonna go higher. But this part is what is called Elliott Wave edging, and that's what you guys need to take advantage. All right? Now, let's keep going around the market. Let me show you cable, because guys, the market technically is a toast. That's the word that has been popular for the last 10 days. This is cable. Cable looks to be in W, A, B, C as a flat and lower. Now, cable is telling me that the market is in a B way. No, the market is in the B way, and that the real move won't happen. Now, if you remember the account that we presenting oil when we were entering the wave 4 to go higher in 5, is well supported by this structure in cable. So keep that in mind. And like that, we can go over the whole market, and we can see structures doing the famous flat. Now, let me show you the yen pairs. Look at the euro yen. The euro yen, it looks bullish in my view. You have a cycle from October the 2nd, which is the second cycle in importance, right here, and it looks corrected to the 618. This one is proposing the idea of a bullish euro. The same with the Aussie yen. It looks exactly the same. Look. It looks a cycle from the beginning of October, which is 131 in the euro, so you guys can see what we're talking about it. Look, 131 in the euro, 142 in the euro, 3 waves to the 50%. Bullish also. And on, you guys can see scenarios when it looks like the dollar is going to get weak. One of those scenarios that I want to show it to you guys is the Norwegian krone. Look. And we've been mentioning, and we went over the last week, and we mentioned how the Norwegian krone, it looks like it did a triangle B way. But again, it can be a flat. So what I say is the market is very questionable, but Elliott Wave edging, if this is the top on the bearish count, it's going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You need to buy around the 5. Is because Elliott Wave aging. It's the same with the cat. Look at the cat. Cat looks to be, this is the cat in the 4 hour. This is the bullish one. 1, 2, 1, A, B, C, and higher. With a flat on the C way. Right? Now, 101. Why buying a 101? Because 101 is 140 or 136 is the 618 of the wave here, and then it did a flat. Why buying there? Small limit, and you can cash a huge long swing. Alternative, we have this, which is the corrective one. It's gonna go ABCWS ABCY. The cap is down. This is the bullish one on the euro. What it's doing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Around 1, what's gonna happen? 3 backs. If the 3 backs prove corrective, sell the cat, because the cat is gonna make below 94. If the 3 backs looks to be 5 ways, so it was the nest, and the cat is gonna go higher. That's how it is, guys. We don't have the holy grail to predict every single move, but we have enough Elliott Wave savvy to know where we are in a defined market when we are not, and we believe that right now we are not, and you need to play the Elliott Wave aging. I believe that by Monday and Tuesday you guys should buy the dollar in a possible Elliott Wave aging scenario. From there, let's see if the dollar is going to crash or if the dollar is going to become king. All right? So let's leave it there.